Consider this. What if the greatest battles you face are not merely against physical entities, but against unseen spiritual forces? Ephesians 6:12 suggests as much, stating, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, and against the worldly governors, the princes of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness, which are in the high places." These adversaries, principalities, powers, and spiritual wickedness, are invisible and intangible, yet their influence is profound. They are not simply metaphors or symbols, but actual spiritual entities that exert power over our world. As defined in biblical terms, principalities are fallen angels that hold a higher level of authority than regular demons. A principality is not the fallen angel itself, but rather the seat of authority, or the region over which the fallen angel has dominion. Now let's discuss the nature of principalities. Principalities are levels of demons or manifestations of demonic activity. Their primary goal is to cause harm to humans. Kill, injure, worry, destroy, vex, harass, irritate, confuse, frustrate, and bother. These beings exist to oppose everything and everyone that belongs to Yahweh. They are part of the kingdom of darkness and include fallen angels who were expelled from heaven with Lucifer. Their intent is to hinder Yahweh's purpose on earth and lead as many people as possible toward hell. Principalities can camouflage themselves and operate both individually and over territories. Some cities may have specific principalities associated with them, such as murder, hindrance, racism, or sexual perversion. Now let's turn our attention to demons. Their classification varies across different traditions and texts. The 11th century scholar Michael Psellos, for instance, divided demons into 6 types based on their association with natural elements, such as fire and air. Michael Psellos, 11th century, divided demons into 6 types. Leliurium, igneous, associated with fire. Aerial, air-related demons. Marine, aqueous, water-related demons. Terrestrial, earthly, ground-based demons. Subterranean, dwelling beneath the earth. Lucifugus, heliophobic, fearful of light. The Lantern of Light, a text from the early 15th century, linked demons to the 7 deadly sins, with Lucifer reigning over pride and Satan representing wrath, among others. Lucifer reigns over pride. Beelzebub lords over envy. Satan represents wrath. Abaddon, associated with sloth. Mammon tempts through avarice. Belphegor, the god of gluttony. Asmodeus leads the lecherous too. Other classifications include rulers, authorities, powers, and spiritual forces of evil. Ephesians 6:10-12. 7 archdemons tied to the 7 deadly sins. But remember, these classifications serve various purposes, from exorcisms to morality lessons, and their true nature remains mysterious and multifaceted. Now consider Lucifer and Satan, 2 intriguing figures in spiritual narratives. The name Lucifer means light bringer or morning star, and he is often portrayed as a brilliant angel who rebelled against Yahweh. It appears in Isaiah 14:12 in the Hebrew Bible, referring to the king of Babylon. This king in his pride is depicted as a fallen star. Some view him as a symbol of enlightenment, wisdom, and spiritual knowledge. As an angel of light, Lucifer is sometimes portrayed as a brilliant, light-skinned angel who rebelled against Yahweh and was cast out of heaven. Enlightened and spiritual. Some view Lucifer as a symbol of enlightenment, wisdom, and spiritual knowledge. In contrast, Satan, whose name means adversary, tempts people into sin. He is portrayed as a liar, a cheat, and a murderer, driven by greed, envy, and hatred. His motivation is greed, envy, and hatred. He desires to overthrow Yahweh and rule the world. Accuser. Satan constantly accuses humanity before Yahweh. The spiritual battle highlighted in Ephesians 6:12 is not against mere humans, but against these unseen spiritual entities, principalities, powers, and spiritual wickedness. As believers, it's crucial to equip ourselves with spiritual armor such as faith, truth, righteousness, and prayer. In summary, our struggle transcends the visible world. It's a battle against unseen forces of darkness, and standing firm requires a divine armor. The spiritual realm, with its principalities, powers, and spiritual wickedness, is complex and multifaceted, but the darkness cannot overcome the light. So stand firm, take up the divine armor of Yahweh, and fight the good fight. Now that we have exposed the powers that be, our next video will be exposing how these powers operate and influence us in our daily lives. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Yahweh bless you and reveal all truth to you in Yahshua's name.